Welcome to our Fireside Chat for April the 1st. It's Wednesday and April Fool's Day, and I haven't heard much about the pranks this year. I guess it's not really the kind of environment for doing those. But as we gather, just a couple of thoughts for the day. First one is, I trust you're praying along with us for our week of prayer. We're praying especially today in our focused prayer for our seniors and those who are in some special way immune compromised. We've been trying to stay in close touch with our seniors, and so far we have not heard of any that are having trouble, and all of them seem to have either a family member or a close friend who's able to be their contact person and able to help them. We did get a prayer request, though, for one of our members called Betty, and Betty's in a nursing home and has had to move to a different floor in a different ward for health reasons, and is doing that over these 3 days of Wednesday to Friday. With only one family member allowed in, they've got some staff helping out, but we just have been asked to pray for her, and she is an example of the prayers that we can be praying for our seniors and the challenges that they're facing. Tomorrow in our prayer time, which is Thursday, we're praying for individuals who are unemployed or suffering financial challenges. We know with all the layoffs that are happening that financial challenges are real and are coming. As a way of trying to deal with this beyond prayer, we've also partnered with Bow West, a community agency that we do a lot of work with. And we're doing together food hampers for community people in need. We worked with Bow West on many other things, and we just enjoy partnering with them as they share a lot of our values, and they already have the structures in place to be able to help us do the food hamper more effectively. So we're collecting food and making the hampers, they're screening the people, and then we're doing the deliveries. And you can be a part of that. If you want to drop off food, you can do that tomorrow, Thursday, from 4 to 6 p.m. There'll be someone at the church who will just greet you at the door and take the food. Then volunteers will look after it from there, making sure it's all put together into the hampers. If you would like to help out in any way, you can just contact Reese at westviewbaptistchurch.ca, and he can add you to the volunteer list. On Friday, we're praying for the churches and the pastors as we navigate this time together. And then Saturday, it's the global focus, praying for missions organizations, missionaries, countries, and the church around the world as we face this global crisis together. This Sunday is Palm Sunday. We'll be looking at Jesus riding into Jerusalem, the crowds who came to line the parade route and welcome this new king, and then by Good Friday, had turned against him. And we're going to ask ourselves the question, why the sudden turnaround? And just a spoiler alert, I think it had everything to do with how they saw Jesus and what they wanted and expected from him. And I think maybe there will be some lessons to be learned about what we think about Jesus and what we expect and want from him. So we invite you to tune in to the sermon when it gets released on Sunday morning. Also, Monday to Thursday next week, which is Holy Week, I'll be putting a Holy Week reflection online. Each day we'll gather and reflect on something that'll help us prepare for Good Friday. Normally, as many of you know, we would gather here in the Fireside room. It would be dark, it would be 9 o'clock at night, it would be candlelight, and it would be a very time of quiet reflection as we prepare ourselves for Good Friday. We'll try to recreate some of that atmosphere. And as we gather to prepare for Easter, we'll be reflecting, and each of those will come up on the morning of that week, from Monday to Thursday. And then Good Friday, we have a special service planned, and that'll be coming up and released on the web on Friday. But this Holy Week, I invite you just to join us for these quiet times of reflection as we prepare ourselves for Good Friday and Easter. Well, I look forward to connecting with you again through the sermon on Sunday. May God bless you in your week.